Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today is Christopher Gasper. After the Bruins have defeated the Vancouver Canucks 8-1, rousing, rollicking game, Chris. But there was a very interesting and important incident in the first period, 5:07 into the game, in which Nathan Horton was leveled by Aaron Rome, sent to Mass General. And the question is, did this energize the crowd and perhaps even serve as some kind of a motivating factor for the Bruins?
Well, I think it certainly changed the tenor of the game, Bob. There's no question about it. Got a lot chippier after that. Obviously, it was scoreless after the first period. I don't know if there's a direct correlation between the hit and the Bruins' outpouring of offense, but certainly the way the game was played, how physical it was, some of the histrionics that took place later in the game, I think that's all connected to that hit on Nathan Horton, which I think was late, to be honest with you. Those are the type of hits that the NHL is trying to get out of the game. It's blindside, the puck is gone, it's late, you got to get rid of that stuff. And the Bruins, I think, did a good job of not going overboard and trying to take justice into their own hand, but there's no doubt they were looking for a little revenge. There
was an immediate power play, 5 minutes, it was interference, which I love that call, interference.
They had to call something.
And they called it, and though they did not score, it did look like a power play. They generated some offense, and it did, I think, pump some life into them. And the rest of the period, I think they were the clear aggressors. And of course, they score then 11 seconds. 11 seconds. Did that ring a bell? Into the second period on a turnover, a gaff, and then a kind of a lazy shot by
Andrew Ferentz. It's like a knuckle puck that just got by Luongo.
Yeah, Luongo did not have a good night. So I mean, it was important. I think it helped, and it certainly got the crowd in the game. Back to the Horton hit.
No question. And look, you know, Claude Julien did say they addressed it in the locker room in between periods. Obviously, you know, win one for Horty, which is something they say all the time after somebody goes out. The good news, moving all his extremities. So, you know, it certainly had an impact on the game. There's no question about it. And I talked to Brad Marchand after the game, and he said, not speaking specifically about that hit, but just the way the game was played, it's only going to get chippier from here on out.
No, and it ended up with a lot of rough stuff, and with the coach, Julien, was not happy about the way his team played out the end of the game. The bench was quite empty.
Sparse, a little sparse, but plenty of good seats available.
But still, there were 3 goals in the final 2.5 minutes of the game. Crazy game. Anyway, Horton, we don't know what his status is, but we know this much. He's important to this team. He's the second leading goal scorer and scorer in these playoffs. He's really stepped up, and they're going to miss him if he's out any prolonged period of time, and I have to admit, I don't know when we're going to see him again after that.
Who knows?
But then again, he's a hockey player. But so here we go. Final time from the TD Garden tonight. Bruins 8, the Canucks 1. Next game tomorrow night.